Warning. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is rated M by the ESRB due to content that may be uncomfortable to watch, hear, or read for some viewers. Cursing, vulgarity, and some other instances have been edited out or revised. However, viewer discretion is still advised. Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. If you remember last episode, we started chapter 2 and we found Chihiro in the girls' locker room. What's Chihiro doing in the girls' locker room looking like that? I don't know. This is what we're here to find out because it's time for investigation. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand,
very strange.
most unusual, don't you think? How suspicious of you, Byakuya Tabami. He's totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall, in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. The murder is far too bizarre for an everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. Are we certain about that?
Interesting.
It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro? Ding dong ding dong. I feel like in other games it's ding dong dong ding.
A body has been discovered!
It's our first body discovery announcement that we've heard, because Makoto was unconscious for the other one.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Actually, maybe they'll talk about it, because I don't know if... Because Monokuma said a class trial when we were conscious, but was there actually a body discovery announcement that happened? Maybe they'll talk about that, because I know that they talked about in the anime that there was that happened while he was unconscious, because I think Makoto questions it. So I wonder if it happens in the game too. I don't really fully remember. I watched the anime more than I've played the game. What the heck was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. Oh, never mind. They do. They talk about it right after. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement placed to let everyone know. Okay, so this one is different than... Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, because that'll spoil Chapter 2 of Super Danganronpa 2. I don't know. I won't talk about it right now. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is... Okay, come on, look at him. Look at him.
Naturally.
Dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, or anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. What the is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Yeah, that. Shut up. Okay, so I guess we can only look at things. We can't talk to people just yet. So I guess let's look at this right here. It's written on the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Yeah, a murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And look who it is telling us that. From chapter 1. Interesting.
What?
Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all over the country? The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
what is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No
Closer
way.
than you think. There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No, why? 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 Yeah, because she fainted at the sight of blood. But she didn't with Junko. See, I don't... That's like the one continuity error, okay? She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh,
So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. I imagine you do, Celeste. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that, I was just so shocked, you know. Happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. Oh, I don't know why I gave her the Monokuma voice. I still haven't figured out what that voice is going to be yet for Toko. I need to do some more practicing. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? I cannot do the laugh, though. It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She's like, I'm not going anywhere with Hifumi. She totally ignored me. Yeah, good for her. Very well, you take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. And I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard again. Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat
There's no
myself.
question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you... Okay, let's not. Actually, I don't have to either. Sorry. Is that another hintity hint?
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
So
later.
please do your very tippy-top best in this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such
Just
ignorance.
accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine. Then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. See, I don't like him.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko?
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. But if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment
Farewell
is
for
waiting
now.
for you.
I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a
You
bitch!
need to shut up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be
We
done.
have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout suite. I don't speak French. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Alright, so we looked at the bloodlust. I guess let's look at the dumbbell. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. That must be the blunt object that Chihiro was hit with. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. And then looky here, there's this little blood stain. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I wonder what Sakura has to say about the blood stain. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. Makoto, that's probably the smartest thing that you've ever said. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own by choice. I think you're both right, in a way. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. I think you're right. Sakura's account has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Okay, let's look at, I guess, Chihiro. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. I don't know. What about this weird poster over here? The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Okay, that's all that we're saying about it. Let's talk to Kyoto then. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. But she's like, I'm working. Please don't bother me. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Alright, what does Mondo have to say? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. Makoto, we are too. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. It's interesting that Mondo called Chihiro little dude. Just keep that little nugget in your head. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by sitting around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Will it let me go into the boys' locker room now? So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? So, will it let me go into the boys' locker room? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. I would love to slap you. Okay, what else? This thing right here, are we looking at this? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's highlighted. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I don't think he means borrowing. I think he means stealing. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, there's not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, also, I never caught that. He said... Ooh... Should I talk about that now? I don't really want to... Because he said that dead people are objects. Oh, I want to elaborate on that. But I don't know how many of you actually know this game, so I don't want to elaborate on it. In order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, Oh, wait, no, this is Makoto. In order for someone to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Alright. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? So, I never really truly looked at all this earlier. But there's those little trophy cabinets. There's where the door is. But there's also this little storage thing right here. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. So it's not loaning, it's stealing. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. There's a loophole. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine, but it's stealing if they're dead. Or just in general. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. I wonder why. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Oh. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A heartless, cruel death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for that handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Wrong! Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear
But
you!
it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Is that even his to begin with? That's the real question. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean, long legs? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. So you're just messing with me. You're toying with me. You're stringing me along, you little butt. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely.
myself.
I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're likely a ghost, attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? I'm pretty sure this is the exact same conversation from... Actually, I don't think it was chapter 1. Maybe it was the prologue. No, it might have been chapter 1. Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Because I'm pretty sure the urban legend part was said by Junko. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Maybe the words mean little was probably supposed to be Byakuya, and that was another, like, mistake. So should we talk to you? Okay, so maybe if
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Oh, so I didn't really need to talk about Genocide Jack. That's fine. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time
We're
to play
busy.
with you.
Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. Okay, Hina, what you need, girl? Please! This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh, yep. I won't repeat it either then. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Okay, should we talk to Hina? See what she has to say? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay, so I guess we'll knock on her door then. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Aww. She does not look good. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Yeah, the door or her feelings?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Ooh. What could she mean by that? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Oh no. Long legs. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to be. I don't know that it's really niceness so much as he's entertained. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bacula.
It's Byakuya.
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of a hard name to say. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop
if I
talking.
say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Well, yeah, because he's got like 7-foot legs. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Say, Makoto, I would too. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking on towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library! The library? Come on, let's go in. Is there something about this lamp that we can look at? I wonder if we can. There are no clues here. We need to check somewhere else. Oh, well, I got a monocoin out of it. That's nice. Okay, well, I know that we need to go here. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. See, I know what to look for, I just don't know in the order of what they want me to look for it in. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in other
I
words...
would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, so do we look at the stuff on the shelf, maybe? There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? What's the Diet? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. I bet you're in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, so maybe all of those right there have something. Let's look at the pile of books on the floor. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Oh, okay. Well, I got a monocoin. Let's look at the box. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Interesting. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original's kept at the National Library. Won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Okay. Without a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Okay, so maybe it's the one that he's standing in front of because he's a little butthead. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those files are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. So, I feel like BG Mike talked about it in his playthrough, about keeping all this stuff in here, but now that I'm thinking of it, since they are ultimates, and you'd have to have like an ultimate detective, right? So, that would make sense on why you would put cold cases over here to see if the ultimates could figure out the cases that the police couldn't.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. And they're ultimates, they're not ordinary. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such
That's your
ignorance.
guys' problem. That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. I honestly think that Hope's Peak had all this in here to begin with. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your own punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I already
words,
told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows, and the Togami family is part of it. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. It's money. It's just money. That's really all it is. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Is it exactly, though? Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. That's suspicious. That's weird. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. Maybe. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The
other
culprit
words,
isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. I'm not too sure about that.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around here among us? Things are
interesting.
really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such
If you get
ignorance.
down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. No, not gonna do that. I have more dignity than that. So, I guess we'll talk to him. To beg him. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with these tense, nervous fingers. It says, Murder Cases of Genocide Jack, Top Secret. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I'd reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. So, victim Ken Harada, office worker 32. The murder took place in the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. At the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made, with every pair left at each murder scene seeming to be of the same, probably model and manufacturer or something. The murder took place in the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. So that's... Oh, yeah. As with the other cases, at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust was written in the victim's blood. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made. Oh, so both of the murders took place in the victim's apartment complex. Or like the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. And every scissor left at the murder scene seemed to be of the same material and construction. And it's scissors. And it says bloodlust in the victim's own blood. Also, I'm pretty sure that guy on the right is supposed to be modeled after the guy who did the... like Kodaka that did the Danganronpa games. I think that's really like a fun little Easter egg, including yourself in your own game like that. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages, but if you notice something about these two people, what are their genders? That's all I'm gonna say. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Isai, 14. Takesha Yoshida, 30. Kamasuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Ichida Naohisha, Takeshi Masame, Yutu Yamajima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And it's highlighted. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results? All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it can be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder, which is not very well portrayed in this game, so take what they're saying right now with a grain of salt.
So, in other words...
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. I don't know, this one seems to be the most believable. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. That's fine. Good riddance, Yoluni. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. I don't know, I feel like we spent most of the time with him. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. Aren't we sure about that though? And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. Let's go to the pool. Or I guess the locker rooms. Okay. Oh, Hifumi. What do you have to say? Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I guarantee
I'm
that
sure
what
of
I
it.
found will steal the killer's breaths from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile, too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me.
would
It's like when a girl bullies the boys she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, well, we'll go to the girls' locker room first. Maybe talk to Kyoko? If she's here? She is? Okay, let's talk to, actually, Sakura first.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Oh, okay. Well, that's all that you have to say. What about Mondo? Dude had a... Wait, okay. That... We already talked to Mondo about this. Okay, let's talk to Kyoko then. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. Interesting. Her handbook is missing.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body, then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Well, let's look at Chihiro again, I guess. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. Are you sure it looks like a rope? The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. It's an extension cord. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to her head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any real reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the Truthful section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Well, I don't know if he'll say anything else about this poster. So let's... Oh. Maybe we'll check the poster. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. It doesn't, does it? Yeah, leave it. So let's go to the boys' locker room then. I want to talk to Hifumi. I want to go into the boys' locker room. Let's look at Tornado over here. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boys band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe we should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters has been added to this Truth Bolt section of your handbook. What about this doo-doo stain down over here? There's a strange stain on the carpet. Wait, is it... Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. I think that's it in here. So let's go back to the girls' locker room. I guess it's nice that there's that little, like, thing right here that you could, like, just swoop around. I don't know. Instead of having, like, the whole dividing thing. Okay, let's talk to Sakura. She comes to the locker rooms a lot. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys and girls locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Where do you get that from? Did we just have that in the warehouse? We have protein coffee? Oh. Not me asking the same questions that they're gonna answer. Makoto and I really are on the same brain wavelength, that's for sure. In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Is it truly disappearing? Let's leave. And we'll go back to the library, and then we'll go talk to Celeste in the warehouse. And I think that those are the only places. Let me check. So, library has one. Well, library and archive have one. But I don't know if we necessarily need to go there. And then the dining hall. So we'll talk to Asahina, and then we'll also go to the warehouse. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go to the library. See what we can find in the library. Even though I wanted to look at it earlier, but it's fine. Not a big deal. It's whatever. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Okay, well, I meant down here. So, I can't... Okay, maybe I'll look at the lamp. Oh. No. Oh, well, I got a monocoin. That's good. No, I wanted to look at the desk lamp. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. I guess Makoto wants to look back at the file. So, would it be over here, maybe? I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. I guess we'll leave the archive and the library and go talk to Hina and Celeste. Okay, so Hina's in the dining hall, so let's go talk to her. See what she has to say. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Her favorite food's donuts. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Aw, I should have spent more time with her. I don't know, it makes it a little devastating whenever you spend so much time with somebody only to find them deceased. That's why I do it. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Us, Makoto. She spent time with us.
Well...
Yeah, she was a little strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. That's interesting. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to all the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but it's totally fine with the opposite sex? It depends. It depends. I had an easier time finding friendship in guys than I did with girls. And unfortunately, that's a universal experience. I have had no unique experiences in my life just from being on the internet. Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Aoi's account has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Alright, and now let's go talk to Celeste, I guess. I think that might be the last thing that we need to do. I really don't know. Alright, Celeste. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you and only you.
Actually...
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
It's voiced. Aw, look. She's got a little blue tracksuit jacket hanging off a duffel bag.
Oh, I was just... Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
You didn't ask why she was in a hurry? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. But it's a duffel bag. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I assumed she
indeed.
was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Okay, girl, shut up. Stop talking. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. That does match up with what Sakura was saying. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ding dong bing bong. Is it trial time?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial!
It sure is.
You remember where to meet, right?
Yes, the big red doors.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Okay.
See you soon!
Alright, Monokuma. Begin the class trial, or... It's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Well, we will actually start the class trial in the next episode, so I'm going to leave this here and say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time, where we find out what happened to Chihiro Fujisaki. Bye, guys.